I have the utmost pleasure of sharing something with you. We're announcing our next game project, and we'll be working together with Eugene as a cooperation to make that next project. So, there you go.
This is the core Resogun team, worked on the main game and later on the 2 expansions. We are trying to capture a little bit of that kind of distilled purity of the arcade experience. And, well, I think especially working with its creator, we have the best possible circumstances to make that happen. So we're going to LA now, right? And there's this expo, PSX, and finally we get to show off the game. I stayed up all night. I made some tweaks to the game.
Yeah, so you're still making the game right before we left.
Basically, yeah.
I think Harry commented last revision around like 4 a.m.
4:30 I think was the last one, yeah.
I even included that to the build.
Yeah, it's
So we
good.
have one untested build.
We have a build that's the result of many changes I made through one sleepless night.
It was only like 10.
Okay, so we're going to announce the game at PSX. We have both a trailer lined up that's going to be shown at the keynote, and we also have a couple of builds on the show floor and a media room or whatever they have. So it's exciting times for everyone.
It's good to see what the reaction now is going to be, how the feedback's going to come through.
Yeah.
Because in the end, we don't really know. We live in a bubble right now.
Yeah, well, we're lacking a bit of perspective, I guess.
Yeah, well, now is our chance to gather some of that. So I think it's a great opportunity.
I'm seeing this also as a pretty big. It's basically a huge test session, you know, the game.
Yeah.
You get to observe people play, see what pisses them off, see what breaks them.
This is a pretty easy build though, so I wouldn't say it's
Well, let's see.
I don't think you'll break too many people.
I think that's also something that maybe we lack a bit of perspective on, since, you know, the people who have been playing the game are fairly above average players.
Fair enough, yeah.
But let's see. I actually didn't realize that this would be the setup. We could have done a lot more with this
Well,
space,
usually we're one
basically.
of the Sony titles too, right? So
Like you can just put something together in 3 minutes. So is this the one?
Yeah.
So the only build that we have on this small one is the latest one with the level changes, right?
There's like 4 builds.
But this is the...
That doesn't have the level changes because the download broke down.
True. Yeah, we can just put on the latest build, the last minute fixes, and hope that it works. I'm pretty sure it would work actually. The only thing we wanted to fix is that the high scores didn't actually persist when you turned off the game. And since we probably need to turn it off overnight, we're thinking it's good to just hack that in, keep the high scores active to keep some kind of competition going on here over the weekend.
So we discovered that we actually don't have anything at the place where we're supposed to show the game. Now, just in case we took everything we had and could get in short notice, and we're gonna try to find a printing place to get a banner and this sort of thing. We would need to have something for this sort of size for our company.
I can't believe we're actually part there of the indie booth guys now. Because honestly, in all of these expos, I always think that the indie booths are the coolest places to hang out. Seriously. Like, I really like just playing the games there, just talking to the people, and it feels real, you know? Rather than all of this, like, super huge things. So Jari did all the hard work, and I just got a new high score in the expo build. 5.5 million, I'm quite proud of that.
Yeah.
So instead of just helping Jari, I was just crushing his spirit instead.
I think like the one minus point is that if we boot up the game, we lose the high scores.
Yeah, man, that's a
It
shame.
would be nice to keep the high scores going from morning till end, like 12 hours, and see like who's the winner, and maybe give out a t-shirt or sticker or whatever.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's a shame. Maybe, well, we could ask the guys back home to hack in the high score saved to save file functionality. I'm sure it's not more than just a couple of hours of work, and it's probably very low risk.
yeah. So the time is now 5, and back home it's 10 hours ahead. So it's
10 only.
3 a.m. So the guys are waking up in 4 hours.
Should I just call Tero now?
Yeah.
It's an emergency, man. Look at the high scores.
Hey Eugene, can I get a hug? Hey. Oh man, missed you.
Mr. Legend. Hey man, how's it going? Cheers.
You know, it's interesting as you progress, like a game like Robotron, it on average increases in difficulty. But if you just go like this, it becomes uninteresting.
It's boring because it's predictable, right?
Everything just is worse, worse, worse. So you're really, it's like you go to worse and you get better and you're worse. You know, it's like you have this wave of things because the next wave might be easier. It's not going to be inexorably more difficult.
Yeah, things might work out a bit in your favor this time.
Yeah, exactly. There's always
Just like life.
Yeah, there's always.
But you need to keep pushing, man. Get out of bed every day. Things might get better, you know. Sometimes they do. Yeah. The idea here is generally to take that kind of a competitive arcade spirit and integrate that into the game. Occasionally you would have these arcade heroes, so to speak. And you would go there and you'd see like this one guy who's been playing this game for like an hour and is about to like beat the all-time highest score there, and you know, everyone would kind of go quiet and start assembling around them, and there'd be this, you would share the intensity and the excitement of that moment, you know? You're chasing some kind of feeling.
Yeah.
Right, so you're like, you know, this doesn't feel right. This needs to feel a bit more convincing, a bit more powerful, a bit more rewarding.
Right.
And then you just start playing around with those numbers.
Yeah.
The brain is really efficient at picking. It's a really perfect bullshit detector. Yeah. You know, so any inconsistencies in any system, it's going to say, you know what, man, you're not telling me the right story here. This little effect didn't really work out the way I was expecting it to work out, and that's when the illusion or the cohesion of the experience kind of breaks.
It's unfair.
Yes.
If it
If it favors the player.
It favors the player. Some of the bugs which favor the player are the sometimes the things that make the game most fun because you're cheating death.
Exactly. You're beating the system, man.
Yeah, as a human, you found the weakness.
Exactly.
Of the robotic system.
You're sticking it to the man.
Exactly.
It's like, fuck you guys, I'm not supposed to be doing this, but watch me do it anyway.
Was the game broken?
No, but, well, that was the concern.
Is the game broken?
Yeah, well, it's more broken than it was like in the previous build. Now it crashes much more.
It happens, you know. You have bugs. You push to meet a deadline. You push to get a lot of cool shit in, and things break. It happens. But even if the stability of the build has been slightly compromised, I still think
there needs to be somebody who is the word of reason, and it's weird that I have to be that fucker right now. The game is going to be announced, and this is our one shot to make that first impression. So of course it's good to have those extra features in, but we don't want to be those guys on the show floor who are like, I need to unplug this, and we don't need to have, oh, we got this new character in on Saturday morning at 6 o'clock in the, let me just put this here, poop, you know, let me steal that, Mr. Steely. And let's not go over that. Basically, we have all the biggest video games media almost ready to suck our balls.
the build that we have is super rock solid, man. It only crashes every 3 minutes.
We haven't slept in like a week.
What? Holy shit. I need to rewrite the collision system for Nex Machina.
Well, we need the food first. Oh, here we go.
Whoa.
Okay,
looks
make space,
heavy.
make space.
Looks heavy, must be ours.
Do we have the tater tots?
Yes, and that's how
All right, cool.
So you got all of this and you're like, can we have more?
Yeah. Guys, do you know where you're going?
Yeah, we're this way, right?
Yeah, that's right. How late are we?
Not that late, man. Fuck, but you know, yesterday night, I can't remember the last time I was that tired, to be honest. We had a nice chat with Eugene, you know? We're talking about some game design shit, and I think the guys took some nice footage. Those are taken. There. What? I want this thing to start, man.